This is a real talk retelling. Appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Once upon a time, there was 3 little pigs living out into the woods. One of those little pigs built a house of bricks, another house of straw, and another house of paper. I know it differs from the actual story, but I'm just trying to go off because I don't remember what that other pig built their house out of. And there was a big bad wolf just living right around the corner, and he was hungry. And what he loved the most were pigs. He loved bacon, pork chops, ham hocks, the snout, the tail, eat pig's feet, pig ears. He eat all the parts of the pig, and he don't discriminate. And lo and behold, right around the corner lived 3 little pigs. So he went up over there to a pig house, and he was like, I see that little pig, let me in. And the pig said, no, 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 not by the hairs on my tinny tin tin. And he said, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And he said, then do it, bro, because you ain't gonna get in. And he said, all right, bet. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Cause it was made of paper. Like, bro, what you think? It's worse than a house of cards, okay? So it all came tumbling down. That little pig got his ass up out of there. He ran as fast as his little fat ass kid. And he ran all the way to his brother's house. How was he faster than the wolf? I don't know. The wolf was slow as hell. And so he made it to the brother's house, who had a house made of straw. They got up in there. He's like, bruh, there's a wolf out to get me. He's trying to eat our asses. And he was like, chill, bro. The wolf ain't gonna get in here. And he said, he blew my house down. My house. And he said, dang, that sucks. But you can stay with me as long as you need until you can rebuild. And he said, all right, cool. So the wolf came around the next day because he couldn't find that pig. He was looking on the paper and the pig was gone. So he went over there to the other pig house because he seen it was just living right across the street because these pigs didn't want to live too far from each other. Up over there and he was like, little pig, let me in. And they both said, because the wolf didn't even know the other pig was there, but they both of them want to speak up and say, not by the hairs on my tinny tin tin. Like, why did both of y'all have to speak? Only one of y'all. Like, y'all couldn't even pretend like y'all wasn't even home. Like, the wolf didn't know you was there, bro. You could have snuck out and ran to the other side. But anyway, so the wolf know today he think he's safe and everything. And he was like, all right, then I'm a huff and I'm a puff and I'm going to blow your house in. And they said, do it, bro, because you ain't. You ain't, because they feeling big. They feel like, you ain't getting in here, bro. That first one was like, nah, this is stronger than my last house. He feeling like a little shaky, but he's like, nah, you ain't getting in here for sure. For sure. It just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And the wolf said, okay. And so he huffed and he puffed and he blew his house in. It wasn't nothing to a plague, just as easy as the first one. So now they had to run. The wolf over here chasing them because he know he see it this time. He was on the lookout because the first time he didn't even think the pig made it out. But this time he see they little running their little ass. But for whatever reason, that wolf was slow. He couldn't make it. Like they made it to the other house. So he come up to the other house. They's like, bro, let us in. Let us live here because that wolf is on us. He trying to get to us. And he was like, the older brother, the one that made the house of bricks. And he was like, nah, go out there and get eaten, cause I told y'all dumbasses. Build it up brick, not no paper, not no straw, stupid. And they was like, stop playing. He really trying to eat us. He's like, all right, I ain't really trying to have y'all die for real, but y'all some dumbasses. The wolf come up and he was like, little pigs, let me come in, cause he seen them, he know that. And they was like, no, yeah, we ain't trying to get eaten. Why you playing with us like this? And he was like, then I'm a huff and I'm a puff and I'm gonna blow your house in. They said do it, cause like you ain't gonna get in. You know, the 1 and the 2, they ain't really as confident because they really just got their house blown in, but the 3rd one's like, "I'm confident, y'all chill. If y'all want something to eat, and put a fire on. I just made us some sandwiches, and I got some, juice in there if y'all want some. Put your feet up." And, I got Netflix too, like, I heard that new season of Wednesday just popped off. You trying to watch? Or The Great American Bake Off, I heard that's good. They like, yeah, but the wolf. And he's like, don't worry about it, son. So the wolf out there huffing. He said, I'm gonna huff and I'm puffing. He said, you still out there talking about you gonna huff and puff? Huff, do it. So he huffing and he puffing, and the pig in there making houses. He's like, you know what? I'm about to put on some soup. Y'all want some soup? They're like, yeah, that smell good. I want some. He go over there, sit on the couch with them. He get up to use the bathroom, and he hears the wolf out there still huffing. He says, you still out there huffing and puffing? And he's like, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in. And then he's like, all right. And so he go back and sit down. and then a few hours later, he go back. That wolf laid out on the ground from all that huffing and puffing. He didn't give up. Like that's one thing you can't say about the wolf is that he don't give up. He gonna keep trying. He gonna get to it. I mean, he didn't try no other way, like maybe trying through the chimney, but he just laid out there waiting for them to come out. He's like, they can't be holed up for forever, but they was, cause that third little pig had a basement and he stocked up. Like he was a doomsday prep. He can be in there forever. He didn't need to come out. That wolf eventually gave up and left, and that's the story of the three little pigs. Thank you for listening to Real Talk Retellings.
Are you listening?